I am doing this little prelude before the main part of the video, just to kind of make everything just a little bit smoother throughout. The video will have different lighting and etc. But some of the points I'm trying to make, when you think about AI in the music industry, they're making so many songs per day. It's some number quoted like 2 million or something. That just seems like too much to me, but it could be true. Could be true. I need to look. I don't even want to look into it because it's depressing to me that people actually listen to AI music. And so that's why this video is about plugging your music and the fact that people expect you to hold the same standards that these giant corporations do, but they also expect you to be a personable person since you're not a super giant corporate. Like, there's a lot of contradictions, and I think my complaining is valid, especially because people actually listen to this AI dog shit music. It's like, really? I should be able to advertise as much as I want, wherever I want. Because I'm a fucking human, you got these fucking AI companies trying to literally take away one of the creative things in our life. Like, what do most people do other than listen to music that's creative? People draw. People draw. The fucking AI is trying to take that too. Anyway, watch the video. I think this prelude will make sense. I was about to not put the video up because I felt like it was almost a little too complaining. But when you think about what's going on with AI, no, I think everything I say in this video is true as shit. Okay, well, hurry up, let's get to it. Go, 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 go. Alright, for one, this video isn't gonna be political, so left-wingers, right-wingers, you can watch the video. I might put a piece of paper up in front of my face that's just to block, the AI lip reading. So here's the point I'm trying to make, is a lot of times you'll be trying to do something positive, and it seems like you kind of get, like, people either assume something about you, because you have these giant corporations, right? Or you have, and they do immoral things, right? Or you have these, like, influencers, and they'll do antisocial things, like Logan Paul and his suicide force thing. But then, what you, like, you try and do something positive as, you're just like, you're trying to make your music and you're trying to get people to listen to it. And so it's like, you gotta kind of get it out there. And so people are like kind of projecting like these like influencers on you and like projecting all of this like, oh, well, you're just trying to sell your music and you're just trying to make money. And this is what makes me so mad about it. This is what makes me so mad about it. Because you'll be doing something positive, but because you're trying to make money in a capitalist system, mind you, because you're trying to make money in a capitalist system, people will have a problem with it. They'll have a huge problem with it. They'll assume, oh, well, you're trying to make money, and so you must be like the same as these giant corporations that will, poison people just to, make a few $1 million, And it's like, God forbid, I mention something like, something relevant to, what we're talking about. But I mentioned that I put out an album recently, and it's like, why is there so much? It's just like, there's not very much positiveness in trying to do positive things sometimes. And it's, I just am like, what is up with some of these people? But then you can go out and do some heinous shit, and everybody will be like, oh my God, can you believe this person? And you get like, yeah, people are gonna think you're a fucking asshole for, I don't know, you could go out and do some awful pranks to people, but it's gonna get your name out there. It's like, why in society do we like, some of these people out here, and I wish we could all just like kind of come to an understanding. And that's the thing, is there's a lot of different people, and there are some people who do give positive feedback in the correct situations. But it's like, oh my God, especially on the internet, it just feels like the most negative things, like kind of, it's gonna get you out there. As somebody, this is why, honestly, making this fucking whole music business thing, back in the day, I used to say, I'm glad I'm not on social media, because it's a fucking shit show. You can be as real as you want, and people will still be like, fake as shit. It's like, dude, that's why it's like, man. And that's kind of what I was trying to get at in the first place is, I mean business. I'm trying, as a person, I like to get things done. I don't like screwing around. I don't like when people, like lie and, hurt you just for some freaking money. It's fucked up. And that's why I'm like, man, all I'm doing is trying to make some music, which is honestly, it's pretty positive. You should encourage more people to make music. Honestly, that's the thing. I would rather have more competition and have other people making music than have some person be a fucking jackass. But I'm just trying, I like to be straightforward. I like getting to the point, and that's why it's like, man, it kind of makes me mad. I get on social media, and I'm trying to make people aware of my music, and it's like, people are like it's like they assume like I'm like gonna be a regular fucking weird ass influencer who's gonna do weird shit, or as if I'm like looking for like, I want to be the next most famous person. It's like, I don't want to be super famous, but it would be nice if some people would listen to my music. And if I got relatively famous, whoop-de-doo, that's great, whoop-de-doo. That I'm not really like super pressed on being like, I understand what fame brings. It's not always good. I understand. I didn't know. That's what gets me. I like to be straightforward. I don't like when people screw around. And that's why I don't like when people make assumptions about me. So man, when I just had that comment say shameless plug, I'm like, you assume I have no shame. I am well aware that it's kind of, mentioning that you have an album in a comment, but it's relevant to the video. It's like writing the line, and I'm well aware. But it's like, at least I'm not screwing around. I didn't like throw a giant link tree in there. I just mentioned that I released an album. It's like, come on. That's the thing, is like, I should be able to plug my music respectfully when I have no listeners. You have these giant corporations like Taylor Swift who will get a whole section on YouTube. You go to Amazon, a whole section on Amazon, and you're gonna say, I have no shame. This is why social media is bullshit, and I like being straightforward. I don't like the fakery. I'm not a fake person. I couldn't be a fake person. It would dig into my soul and tear it in two, and I would be more jaded than I already am. I am fully aware when I advertise my music that there is a degree of like, you're playing into the capitalist system, but it's like, you kind of gotta do it. I wouldn't advertise my music if a bunch of people were listening to it. But that's the way it works. That's how it happens in the system. This is why I'm gonna post a video, because I understand this is my music channel, my music business. But here's the thing, is I want to show you I'm not bullshittery. A lot of people will go professional and they will sanitize themselves to the point that it's like, I have no connection to you because you are just a corporation. You're like nothing. You're intangible. You're a money machine. So I don't care if some people watch this video and think, whoa,
these opinions that you expressed, maybe you should not have put them upon your professional business account.
Guess what? If people look at this and think, oh wow, this person being real with me and trying to actually communicate and not have a veneer of fakery and imagery all the time, you can have a product and an image brand, but that doesn't have to be you. It doesn't have to be 100% of everything. It doesn't have to be. You can have candid moments. We are people. You're gonna have moments where you're pissed off. You're gonna have moments where you're having a great time. You're gonna have moments where you can be super professional, and then you're gonna have moments where at the end of the day, you've been working so fucking hard that when somebody comes up with some bullshit to your face, you're like, dude, I don't wanna hear it. And so anyway, it's good to ground yourself and remind yourself you're a person, and these fucking corporations, you really can't hold yourself to their standards sometimes, because they'll sell their grandma for another few bucks, okay? That's kind of the point I was trying to make. You have these giant corporations that spend so much money on these ads, and it's like, you're gonna tell me that I'm shameless. I was well aware. I did have shame before I even posted it. But that's the thing, is if you have no support as an artist, you gotta do something. And that's kind of the point I was trying to get with this video. Hopefully you watch the whole thing so you'd kind of understand. I finally made it full circle. I was about to not even release this video, but I did make it full circle. I made my point. Now that's a good place to end the video. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
As I think all of you know, we don't have a super PAC. I'm not running all over this country and raising enormous sums of money from some of the wealthiest people in America.